Just take this group a little bit to adjust without Madison on the floor and just kind of learn to play without her for the first time, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit of that. We had 2 practices to figure it out, and I think it took us about, honestly, like a little bit of that, but a little bit of maybe believing we can do it without her, instead of like life without her for the moment. So I think there was a run there in the second quarter that we went on. It was like, oh, okay, we can compete. Even though it was 19.5, we talked about it at halftime. Thought 6 of their 7 made threes were just finishing possessions, a little bit of complacency, and a little bit of effort that we just needed to be there a little bit more, and we didn't. And you credit Iowa because they made the shots in those moments. But if we would have been a little bit more locked in, we'll never know.
Is that more with Streamlow? Yeah, I think that's her name.
Taylor Streamlow.
Yeah, I mean,
she had 5 in the first half.
Yeah, was that just not getting matched up with her enough in transition?
Yeah, transition. She hit 5 threes. One of them was on a really nasty set that I'm gonna steal from Jan because, and we lost her and shot the gap, and because the set was really nasty. Actually, I'll go talk to PJ because I think that'd be a really good play for Fletch too. But the other 4, they're in their like triangle offense. The ball goes to the corner. We're late to a closeout. That's you should be there. Break a press. She walks right into a 3. They break a press, throw the ball to the corner, extra pass. The person at the top of the key doesn't rotate to her. The other one was at the end of the shot clock. We closed out with our hand down with 1 second on the shot clock. She hits it. That makes 5. Then I think 4, Kylie hits 2 in transition. Ela wins the rim, or Ela's back in transition at the rim doing what she's supposed to. Tara also runs to the rim. Kylie hits 1 on the wing. Then Kylie hits 1 on a baseline out of bounds, where obviously we put our 5 on the ball just like the men's team do. We put our 5 on the ball. When the shooter goes to the corner, you got to go with her. Lana did not. And those are 6 of the 7 threes outside the nasty set that I think were pretty controllable for us that we did not control.
Tara, I know she came back in the game,
Yeah.
but is Tara okay? And is that a lingering situation
Yep.
from Rutgers?
No, it's been longer than that. It's been longer than that. She's just a tough kid, and trying to figure out how to. I think all of us are right now. I think that can be said about any team in the country. Obviously, you look at Iowa tonight without Hannah Stolke, a really big piece for them. I hope she gets back because she's a fun player to watch and really big for this Iowa team. And obviously, I love Jan and what she does and how she leads that team. So hopefully they can get her back and they can compete and make a run. Once they get to the NCAA tournament. But it is the nature of the game right now, and you play a lot of minutes and you've been doing it for a long time. Your body wears on you, so. A lot of walkthrough, a lot of mental preparation, and making sure we're ready to go the best we can on Sunday at Maryland.
For when you don't have Madison, I guess you're just going to look at mixing your starting lineup as far as the opponent that you play. And
yeah, today was, we kind of went back and forth. Obviously, we prepped for Stolke for 45 and 5 to be out there, and that was the most of our practice prep. So just gut feeling said let's roll with it. That's what I feel like our group felt really comfortable. And even when you get the notification that she's not playing, that's still the way we practiced. And just felt really confident in it. Hindsight's 20/20, and it did not work. So go back to the drawing board and see what the best lineup is for us to get out to a better start at Maryland.
Felt like from the opening jump, Tara chased down that opening tip, gets a layup.
Yep.
For the first 5 minutes, really intense, locked in. And then obviously the
There's
third
like
and fourth
a
quarter.
10-minute stretch there, 12-minute stretch there, yeah.
Did you feel like they got discouraged because of Iowa's shot making, or was there something more to it?
I think we missed a couple at the rim. We missed a couple threes that could have gone in, but I think it was. I don't know if it was discouragement in terms of like their shot making or just our lack of like focus or effort there for a little stretch. And I say that loosely because I think my team competes really hard. I think we have a team that does play hard and competes really hard. We just didn't compete smart there for that stretch. I mean, it was what Tim told me. It got to 26 there in the second quarter. And I think that we finished the end of the second quarter by 7, right? To cut it to a +7 there in the last 4:36 or whatever it was. It's like, oh, okay, we can do this. Like, and then for us, our effort was different. We were more intentional on closeouts. We were there quicker. And they hit 2 threes in the second half. Chit Chat hits one in the corner. Kiki kind of runs in underneath Lana and gets hit. And then there was a time when I think both teams were just gassed, and I think Iowa won the gas war there. And Addie Deal hits a 3 off of a kick out. But other than that, I thought we were more intentional about being there on the catch and making sure they were taking any 3 that they took was a tougher shot.
They had 18 points in the paint the first quarter, and then they finished with 42. So you were kind of able to take that away, at least to some degree. What changed?
Yeah, I think my post decided we can do this. We can do this. 5 gets 9 points early. Obviously, she's a matchup. Not a matchup. She's just really, really good, and scores so quickly. So if she gets you buried deep, you're kind of dead in the water down there. But we thought 34, 35 was that sweet spot for us if we could keep them around there for paint points. And that first quarter they just dominated us, and it wasn't just them, right? They hit us on a backdoor that we knew that we'd practiced and prepared for. Just like a little lack of focus there, finishing plays off.
You guys obviously had the win over Washington earlier this season. This team knows they can win these games, but how do you take what they did today and carry it over to your last 3 games? Max effort. And we talked about, and it wasn't even what I asked them or what I was telling them. Like, what was different between the first half and the second half? Intentionality, max effort were a lot of the answers. So, and focus too, right? Like Sage said it, like throw your body in the line. Like let's do it. Let's go. Let's find a way to go do it. Obviously, I was ranked 13th in the country, and we played well for 30 or 28, 34 minutes or, 24 minutes, whatever it is. We've got to find a way to do that for all 40.
Coach, speaking of full effort, that was a full sprint at the end of the third quarter, to go check on Tara. I mean,
I can still move, Ethan.
What?
I can still move a little bit.
I got you.
Everything just hurts a lot more than it used to.
But just, were you trying to maybe send a message to your team at that point, or was it just?
No, that was me more caring about my number 44 on the floor, and I wanted to get out to her as fast as I could in that moment. I know what she's battling, and I saw exactly what happened to her, and I just wanted to get to her as fast as I could.
Yeah, 100%. How do you replicate that speed in practice that Iowa just had? It just felt like in the first.
You don't. And our guys did a really good job of doing it the best they could, and they even saw our frustration a little bit that they couldn't quite replicate what Iowa does offensively and then how they push in transition. But because they run the triangle with 2 bigs and it's constant on both sides of the floor, and their movement, it's not just set plays. It makes it tough, but I thought our guys did the best they could to prepare us, and I thought our game plan was pretty solid. We just missed some moments.
Having Kendall and Lon out there, in anticipation of defending Ava, but do you like that combination a lot more? Like, what did you like kind of seeing them both on the court and what they can maybe do in the next couple of games here before tournament?
Yeah, I think if we've got them both out there, we've got to have good spacing. We got to be able to knock down 15, 17 footers. We got to rebound everything. We've got to dominate the paint. When the both of them were out there at the same time, we didn't own the paint. Give Lana a little bit of grace. She had one full contact practice before the game today, so give her a little bit of grace. She's been out for a while, and give her a couple more days to get her legs into her, and I expect a better 35 on Sunday at Maryland. All right, thanks, guys.